Hi everyone, so today I am back doing another video, and today is actually going to be my favorites for January. Now as you guys know, I don't think I did a favorites for December because I kind of skipped over that because I did the best of 2013 high-end and I think drugstore, maybe somewhere in there. So that's the reason why I did not do a December favorites for you guys. A lot of this stuff, even now that I'm looking at the stuff that I have, I'm probably going to have quite a few things for February, and just a bunch of things I'm going to talk to you about. Some things I'm looking at on my vanity that I didn't even see until just now that I'm actually loving, and I'm going to talk to you about that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Believe it or not, I have my empties bag for this video, but it's filled with products that I'm going to talk to you guys about that I'm loving. You will actually, or you have seen these videos in my Get Ready With Me Valentine's Day video. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to talk about are these Prep and Prime highlighters by MAC, and I have them in two different shades. I have the color Bright Forecast and the color Light Boost, and I basically love these two in combination with one another. One is more of a yellow color, and then the other one has like a peachy tone. What's wrong, baby? Oh, you want me to put it up? You can put it on the table. So I have a yellow in the peachy tone. I have it in Bright Forecast and in Light Boost. These guys are so great. If you're someone that doesn't really like a shimmery highlight, but you are someone that likes to highlight, these two are the bomb. They also have one that's more of a peachy tone, and they also have one that's more of a darker orange kind. It kind of looks like a corrector a little bit more, but that would also be perfect on darker skin tones. So these are just the two that I love. Lighter skin tones, of course, they have the kind of pinkish one. I tend to be more of the yellow and the peachy one. So absolutely in love with these. Then of course I have been loving my Hourglass palettes, and this is the Ambient Powder and Diffused Light, and I love this for setting my under eye. And when I was on vacation, I didn't take this one. I actually took the limited edition one, and I was using the dim light with that one. But I absolutely love these ambient lighting powders, and they are just wonderful. They are really light, and this is actually taking place of my banana powder, so I don't need or use the banana powder anymore because I love these just absolutely so much. With is this True Blend Fix Stick Concealer, and it's a twist up, and I love this. This is by, who is this by? True Blend. Who is that line by? CoverGirl. So this is what it looks like. It's one of these big like chubby markers, so you can twist it up and down, and this is the color that it gives off. But I absolutely love it. This is what I tend to use when I highlight going down the bridge of my nose and just the cupid's bow, the chin. This is what I'll use to highlight with. I love highlighting, guys. I'm really into highlighting. I've always been into highlighting. I have a drawer full of illuminators and highlighters and stuff like that. So I've always been really big with these highlighters, but I really have been loving these three. I love them so much. These are really holy grail products, guys, and I'm in love with them. So I hope that these will always, for drugstore and higher end, I'm absolutely in love with those. Okay, then I have been loving the Baby Skin. This is a great primer, guys. If you guys are looking for a primer that's comparable to some of the high-end primers, this one is a great one. I've heard it's comparable to the Smashbox primer. For me personally, I think it's very comparable to the e.l.f. Mineral Primer. That one was around about $3. I'm not exactly sure how much it is. I know it's a little bit more than $3, but it's a really great primer. It does what it says. It does blur your pores, that's the reason why I got it. I wanted to have that more blurred pore look and fill them in because I have like really big pores right in this area here. So this is a really great product, and I would definitely recommend picking this up. Drugstore friendly, you can't beat that. And then another drugstore product I have, I went hard with the drugstore. This one is the Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara by L'Oreal. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this. This is another product that's holy grail. I will not buy any more expensive mascaras. I'm in love with this one. This one runs me in my area around about $9, and it's definitely worth it. I have it on today. I have been using it the entire month of January, and I've been using it even though we're just like, I don't know, by the time this video comes out, it'll probably be like maybe 10 days into February, but I have been loving this product. Okay, for eyeshadows, I have been loving Makeup Geek shadows. And yes, they're in this MAC thing, but every shadow in here is from Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to go through and show you guys my favorite ones that I have been loving, and some that I took on vacation with me. So this one right here, this brown one here, this lighter brown, this is the color Latte. And this is an amazing, amazing color. I absolutely love it. It has a little bit of a brown, it has a little bit of a reddish undertone to it on my skin. And it's just absolutely beautiful because it has just that little bit of red when it mixes with my olive undertone. So I absolutely love that. If you watch my Valentine's Day look, the look that I'm wearing today, then you guys will definitely see how I did the eye look and everything and achieved it basically with that shadow. And then another shadow that I have been loving from them is also the Cocoa Bear, which is more of this reddish bricky's not a word, but brick brown here. This is a really pretty one too. This is has more of a red undertone to it, but it is absolutely a beautiful shadow and I absolutely love it. Again, great transitioning colors, very comparable. This one here is very comparable to MAC's Brown Script. So I've been loving that. That was when I took on vacation. Also, I took this kind of grayish tint right here. I'm not exactly sure which one that is. I'm probably gonna have to pop it out and tell you guys. Let's pop it out real quick so I can tell you guys and let you know what it is in case you want to order some Makeup Geek shadows. Moon Dust is that one, and it's just really, really pretty. So I've definitely been in love with Makeup Geek shadows. They are of excellent quality, and I would definitely recommend them to anyone that is looking for some great eyeshadows. And these are very, very comparable to the MAC eyeshadows. But the best thing about these is they are $5.99 compared to the $10 you spend for an eyeshadow at MAC. So keep that in mind. She has really great alternatives. She has wonderful pigments as well. I have not personally tried any of her pigments, but I've heard great things about them. So definitely keep that in mind. Speaking of pigments, one that I have been in love with this month has been the Vanilla by MAC. Now this one is in a little collection that they had that came out during the holiday. And I picked this up. It came along with some other pigments, more purple toned. But the reason why in this little kit here, I forgot what this collection was called. But anyway, I absolutely love the vanilla pigment. I've been using it to do a little bit of highlighting with. And like I said, guys, I'm crazy about highlighting, if you can't tell. So that's what I've been doing. Also, I have another thing from MAC that I've been using to highlight with as well. This is superb, and again, this is another one that I used in the Valentine's Day tutorial. I'll have that link down below since I've mentioned it so much. But this is just what that looks like, and it's a beautiful highlighter, guys. Really pretty color. It looks wet on my skin, so if you see anything that looks really dewy, I love, love, love putting this in the inner corner of the eyes. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, let you guys see what I'm talking about. See, I just have a little bit of it in the inner corners right here, and I absolutely love it. I put a little bit on the brow bone as well. But I am just so in love with this shadow. It's excellent, guys. So if you have a chance to pick this up, if the MAC still has it, definitely pick this one up. It's definitely worth the money. Also, while I was on vacation, in conjunction with some of those Makeup Geek shadows that I showed you, I was actually using my Naked Basics palette. And the reason why I took this one with me, I actually took it over my Lorac Pro, was because this one is just so small and so compact. And I absolutely love it. Now the shadows that I tend to use the most when I was wearing it is the color Faint, which is this brown one here, and the color Venus, which is the more shimmery one here. And those in conjunction with the Makeup Geek shadows, I was pretty much set. So Venus was pretty much, Venus and Moon Dust were the only two shimmery colors that I carried with me when I went on vacation. And that was it. And I done a lot of different looks. We went out to dinner one night and I was able to do more of a smoky look and everything. And to be honest with you, it was mostly done with mattes. So love that. Then this month in general, what I have been loving pretty much into last month too is the Naked 3 palette. This is probably going to be in everybody's favorites, guys, because this palette is just so beautiful and the colors are amazing. I actually have a tutorial that I did using this palette for Valentine's Day as well, but I just absolutely love this palette. It's so pretty. It has all of your pinky tones. Pinky tones happen to look good on my complexion, and I absolutely love it. I think my favorite color in the whole palette would have to be Dark Side. I am in love with this color. It's more of a purpley pink color, but it's absolutely beautiful and I love it. It's perfect for smoking the eye out. It's perfect just doing like a nice simple look. I absolutely love it. And the color Trick is also another one of those shadows that is just absolutely beautiful. Kind of gives off that whole wet appearance as well. Absolutely love it. So this palette to me is definitely worth it. Has vastly became my favorite Naked palette of all the Naked palettes, and along with this one. So loving the Nakeds so far. Just got a couple of more things to show you guys. For eyeshadow primer, I've actually been using my little pot of the Urban Decay. This is the matte formula one, and this one has been working pretty good with me. I tend to like this one even better than the age one, the anti-aging one. It's a little bit thicker in consistency, but it does help my shadows last a lot longer, and I have really oily lids, and so this one does work pretty good to keep those shadows there all day long. So I love that. And then last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and mention this again. I am in love with my Hourglass. This is the Ambient palette, and this one has Dim Light, Incandescent Light, and Radiant Light. I have just been using whatever one I feel like using at the time. So some days if I don't want to wear a blush, I've been going more towards the Radiant Light and just using that where I would apply blush. Of course, I love to use the Incandescent Light on the days that I want a highlight. And I don't want to necessarily wear a highlighter. I've been wearing that one. And of course I use my diffuse light for all over my face because it's just really nice and just, it's the perfect powder. It mattifies, but it doesn't mattify too much. And as you guys know, I have dry skin, and these do not make me look all cake face, and they're nice, really softly milled powders that I absolutely love. I have a couple more things and then I'm going to wrap the video up. I have went back to my Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer. This one has the salicylic acid in it, and I have been loving this. I am just, as long as I've had this, and I've mentioned it on plenty of favorites videos, it's just right here, guys. So this is probably going to last me probably the rest of this year. So this is really good. You just need a little bit of this. It goes a long way. Absolutely loving this for dry skin. And then of course I could not finish up the video without talking about the Julie G nail polishes. I have been in love with these ever since I've picked them up. I have a different color on my nails right now, but I have been in love with these polishes. This one is very comparable to the color that I have on now. On my nails. It's not this color, guys. It's something else, and it's by another company. But if I ever don't feel like doing all of those steps, this Julie G nail polishes, they last so long, guys, and they're just really excellent quality. I would definitely recommend these. The reason why I don't have more than what I have is because there is no Rite Aid near me, so that's the reason as to why I don't own more of her nail polishes. But Julie G makes excellent nail polish. I think they're by Sally's Girl or something like that. Jesse's Girl, I'm sorry. So she makes excellent nail polishes. I would definitely give these a try if you have a Rite Aid near you. They're excellent.